I can't hear the music. Okay, that's good. All right. Ah, слушай. Isn't that better? Am I going down? Save. I don't want that. What did I? I don't know. I didn't get it. It's gonna load. Viewbate. Japanese way to do this. What out? Save. Ow. Ow. Reload. Actually, just wait. Okay, so that, heart. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we got it. Is yes the best though? I'll find out. I didn't mean to do that. Back to every section. Ooh. What ID? That's the wrong game. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't need that, but whatever. Actually, this is amazing. Being able to stop time. What time's it? It's 8 o'clock. Okay. Good time. Good old saves. Otherwise, this game would be impossible. This game is impossible. There. Save often. Why? Because you die way too easily. Whoa. I made it! Save often. I made it! Don't get crushed. Ooh. I said don't get crushed. How did I not make that? Save often. Save often. When possible. Yeah. God, don't fall down. Save often. Bring it back to 4x3. That's better. That wasn't cheating. That was winning. Get away! 3 health. Oops, that's the money. Sorry. Go him first. Now. Time is the best. Time? Yeah. If I can remember from 100 years ago, when I first played this. Good. Break. Stop breaking. I'm not gonna hit it. Save often. There you go. Ah! You didn't see that. No one saw that. I'm done. No. Oh, he's gone. Save so I don't do that again. Why is this game so hard? It's an old school game. That's fair. Leave me alone. Okay. And birds. Man, I made so many mistakes. I'm definitely gonna die right here. How do you know? I'm just guessing. I was wrong. I think I hit that. Castle in the background looks familiar. Nope, don't do that. Incremental steps. No, I'm gonna get it again. Attack. Oh, thank you. Good work. Whew. Stage 9. No way. Better. Behind me. Ah, I thought I could stand there. Ah, I thought I could stand there. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Save it here. Incremental steps. Ah! Oh, just wait. Incremental steps. Incremental steps. Incremental steps. Keep going. My glasses. Oh, is that better? I guess. Jump. I don't saw it. Oh, hold on. Oh. Money bag. Money bag. Alright. There's gotta be an item here. I can't get it. Maybe not. Just keep going. Run. Oh, I don't need that. Oh, I don't need that. kill it. Don't need. That did a lot of damage. Where's my armor? Nope. Let's give him off together. Didn't do anything. Ow! Get away from me. Okay, so that's a heart. That's another heart, which I don't need. Guess I'm gonna stop time. That's gonna do nothing. Just gonna hit him. Ah, so close. So close. How many levels I left? So close. I have 2 levels left? I got this. I did that. Get out of here. Alright. I can exit it. Damn. No. Yep. Incremental steps. Why does I have to go back down those stairs again? Whoa! I suck. I know. You can't move. Alright. Food. Money. Oh, I can't go up there. Money. Money. Incremental steps. Are you in a doorway? Back. No, I didn't make it jump. Where'd he go? Got it. Hey, stairs. Classic. Hey. Saved right? I don't know. Yep, I tried for that. I don't know how I killed him. I'm gonna reload. There's good stuff. Oh yeah. Incremental steps. Really? Yeah, I guess so. Ah! I'm just gonna look it up. That was it. should have done. Oh yeah. Ah, too late. Yeah. Okay. Game is hard. Had him. So close. So he's halfway. Beat him, but I died. Okay. Ah, crap. Whew. That's cool. That's cool. Either cross or holy water, which is what I have now. Cross or holy water, which is what I have now. Okay, that's kind of tough. Run away. Is there an echo now? Is there an echo now? Pretty much. This game is so difficult, but it's funny because one guy I watch has this down perfectly. And that is not me. And that is not me. That's good to know there's an echo. There's an echo because I have my stream open and I don't have it muted. Is that better? This whole time. Dang it. Whatever, the entire VOD is like that. Also, it took me forever to figure out just how to configure the controller, which I don't know how long it took. Should I have done beforehand? Probably. Did I? Sure didn't. It's okay though. I'm honestly just spontaneously playing games. Also, this bastard. Got him. This is how you make a machine. No, I don't need that. Oops. Wait for him to come to me. Run away. No. Oh, dang it. I was wrong. So that's gone, so now I don't have to worry about it getting in the way. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. What? Patience? Okay. Like that. Nope. I don't wanna get it. No, not the completionist. That guy's dead. I forgot what he did. He did like some pyramid scheme or something. That works. Except I use all my hearts just to kill him, so it's not really worth it. gonna regret it? Yeah, maybe. Is there a way to run past him? Because he doesn't give me anything, so why fight him? I have to kill him. Why? For the clout. Over and over again. Damn. Oh no. Okay, keep going. Go back. Now they hit him one more time. And I'm out of hearts. And hopefully I get more. This game sucks. No, it doesn't. It's just very difficult. Don't move. Oh, I died. Oh, that's amazing. Oh. Save. Save consistently. Yeah, I remember Edge tomorrow. But honestly, this is how all the speedrunners play. Dang it. Except they have a... If you're just playing on an emulator, you just configure the buttons on here. Yeah, if you watch any speedrunner, then yeah, that's the method. Except luckily it's built into the game, so probably because I know people would keep dying because these games are super difficult. Oh, like that. Like, how did I die? Because there's a step. Which, yeah, old video game physics doesn't make very much sense. I remember even watching a video on how there's like no edge. There's like no edge, so you immediately just drop down. Where in later games, it gives you like a slight delay so you can jump. Ugh. The jerk. No, time. I don't need time. Got something there. This one guy. Should have saved it. Really? No. Yeah, I didn't die. Nice. This game is not forgiving. Like that heart, right when I was about to get up to it, it disappears. No, I'd rather have the cross. Now. Go down. Okay, what's in here? Health. I'm at full health, so. Oh yeah, they definitely did that, and it's just because of well, they wanted ease of access. It would otherwise be too difficult for people to play it. Like people playing Dota, I'm like, they don't give you any of that, so people are never gonna get good enough to play against like people like me. But what is good is that they're constantly changing the game and rebalancing. So if you do learn it, then eventually, after a few iterations, you will get good. Okay, good. Whoa. Okay, I'll go down. Go down. Leave me alone. Stupid game. Ah, I don't need that. Oh, man. Also, I think this is the hardest game. Just go. Money. I forget what the money does. I don't think it's important, but there's a lot of it. There's more money. Don't know why I went that way. I'm gonna try and do it again because there might be something hidden. Other than the money. No. What's the point of that heart? Oh, what the hell? Three. Consistently save. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, I have you on my phone, but I should put you on my tablet. But, yeah. Also, I have a second monitor, and I can just plug it in. I also have a laptop, which is right over there. Ugh. And I could just put it there. What? I made it. True. I know there's a secret here, but I don't remember how to open it. Unless that's only in the later games and it's not in the original game yet. So. How many hearts? Yeah, because in Symphony of the Night, there's a button, and you hit it, and it opens it up, but... Oh. Fight essay. Okay. This is the last boss, so I literally beat the game. Not the longest game, but not an easy game. See? Not easy at all. Died. Okay. Ugh, I'm almost there. He has two forms though, so yeah, so yeah. That's Yeah, okay. And I died. I didn't die. See? I'm gonna do it right. And do that. Nope, didn't do that right. Like that. Nope. What are you selling, stranger? He's selling fireballs. I did that wrong. Hey, it didn't hit me. I did 4 damage. And then I died. Only do 2 damage. Okay. Also, the key to this game is patience. Ow. So throw. That way too early. I'm gonna do with this. Head. 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 Ow. I'm gonna do the cheating way. Incremental steps. One hit. Ugh. Too late. Oh. That was not the same. Yeah. Also, one thing is you can't turn around in the air. Like in real life, but you can in the later games. I got it. There we go. That's the move. Honestly, if I play this on an emulator, it'd be so much easier. I don't have to go to the menu. It's like he knows I'm saving. See? I didn't turn around. This game is possible. He's literally just teleporting to wherever I'm at. Yeah, I'll just jump straight. No, that's good. No, jump straight, you're dead. Did it. I should be able to figure out the pattern. That's all patterns. Always has. Oh, that was it. Maybe the game just crashed. I got him. I got him. Not worth the hit. Patience. No. Oh. Yeah, pretty much. It's literally impossible. And then you can watch people do it in one try. Yeah. Produced by Konami. Oh. Okay, second run. I'm just kidding. Wait, does it automatically save when you do that? Okay, CSA. I'm probably gonna try this out for a little bit, and then I'm gonna probably read on stream. I'm gonna read this, Hidden Potential. I'm on chapter 3, and I'm like, okay, if I start reading it now, then I should be able to read about one chapter. Before I have to go, because I'm busy pretty much most of the day. Besitos. Spoiler? Yeah, it says saving, so. Okay, do this again. Whoa. Yeah, I'll do the first level of this, and then I'll read. Ooh, knife. This game is significantly easier than the original game. Am I still gonna die? Oh yeah. Music and then this. Good luck. save pretty often. This is off the first level, so ow. So look, you only did 2 damage. Ow! I have the axe, so I can also just go and axe it. It's true. Should I back down? Is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know. Wait for it. Didn't need to. Doing what? No, guess I do it. Whatever. Don't know what that guy does, so I'm just gonna save it, because I forget what he does. Ow. Okay, he waits until I get close and he hits me. Swing! What the hell? Maybe... consistently save. Stack this. Yeah, these games are not easy. Hang in there. Save. Cause yeah. Oh, that would be. That's not help. Time. nuisance. I'm gonna have to deal with that. Seems a little more forgiving. A little, yeah, I guess so. See? They let you do that in the old game? Time. You son? Can I save on her? There it is. Sweet. Not a close game, so I'm just gonna do that. Time is it? 9:30. I have 2 hours. I can wait for 1 hour. Water's over here. Okay, what should I read? I know, I'll read Proverbs. Okay, books. Oh. Okay. There's no Proverbs in here? Okay. And then this one. Tiny Bible. Purpose and theme: the Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. For gaining wisdom and instruction, for understanding words of insight, for receiving instruction in prudent behavior, doing what is right and just and fair, for giving prudence to those who are simple, knowledge and discretion to the young. Let the wise listen and add to their learning. There we go. Let the wise listen and add to their learning, and let the discerning get guidance for understanding Proverbs and Psalms, for saying the riddles of the wise. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Listen, my son, to your father's instructions, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. They are a garland to grace your head, and a chain to adorn your neck. My son, if sinful men entice you, do not give in to them. If they say, "Come along with us, let's lie in wait for innocent blood. Let's ambush some harmless soul. Let's swallow them alive like the grave, and whole like those who go down to the pit. We will get all sorts of valuable things and fill our houses with plunder. Cast lots with us, we will share the loot. My son, do not go along with them. Do not set foot on their paths, for their feet rush into evil. They are swift to shed blood. How useless to spread a net where every bird can see it. Those men lie in wait for their own blood. They ambush only themselves. Such are the paths of all who go after ill-gotten gain. It takes away the life of those who get it. Out in the open, wisdom calls aloud. She raises her voice in the public square. On top of the wall, she cries out. At the city gate, she makes her speech. How long will you who are simple love your simple ways? How long will mockers delight in mockery and fools hate knowledge? Repent at my rebuke, then I will pour out my thoughts to you. I will make known to you my teachings, but since you refuse to listen when I call and no one pays attention when I stretch out my hand, since you disregard all my advice and do not accept my rebuke, I will turn my laugh when disaster strikes you. I will mock when calamity overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster sweeps over you like a whirlwind, when distress and trouble overwhelm you, then they will call to me, but I will not answer. They will look for me, but will not find me. Since they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord, since they would not accept my advice and spurn my rebuke, They will eat the fruit of their ways and be filled with the fruit of their schemes. For the waywardness of the simple will kill them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will live in safety, and be at ease without fear of harm. My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding. Indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver, and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord, and find the knowledge of God, for the Lord gives wisdom, and from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He holds success in store for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk in blameless, whose walk is blameless, for he guards the course of the just and protects the way of the faithful ones. Then you will understand what is right and just and fair. Every good path for wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men. For men whose words are perverse, who have left the straight paths to walk in the dark ways, who delight in doing wrong and rejoice in the perverseness of evil, whose paths are crooked and whose devious in their ways. Wisdom will save you also from the adulterous woman, from the wayward woman with her seductive words. She has left the partner of her youth and ignored the covenant before God. Surely her house leads down to death, and her paths to the spirits of the dead. None who go to her return or attain the paths of life. Thus we will walk in the ways of the good, and keep to the paths of the righteous, for the upright will live in the land, and the blameless will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the unfaithful will be torn from it. My son, do not forget my teaching, but keep my commands in your heart, for they will prolong your life many years, and bring you peace and prosperity. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth, with your first fruits of all your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, and do not resent his rebuke, because the Lord disciplines those he loves. As the father the son he delights in. Blessed are those who find wisdom, and who gain understanding. For she is more profitable than silver, and yields better returns than gold. She is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand, and in her left are riches and honor. Her ways are pleasant ways, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree to life to those who take hold of her. Those who hold her fast will be blessed. By wisdom the Lord laid the earth's foundations. By understanding he set the heavens in place. But his knowledge the watery depths were divided, and the clouds let drop down the dew. My son, do not let wisdom and understanding out of your sight. Perverse sound judgment and discretion. They will be life for you, an ornament to grace your neck. They will go on your way in safety, and your foot will not. Then you will go on your way in safety, and your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, you sleep. Your sleep will be sweet. Have no fear of sudden disaster or the ruin that overtakes the wicked. For the Lord will be at your side and will keep your foot from being snared. Do not withhold good for those whom it is due. When it is in your power to act, do not say to your neighbor, "Come back tomorrow, I'll give it to you," when you already have it with you. Do not plot harm against your neighbor who lives trustfully near you. Do not accuse anyone for no reason when they have done you no harm. Do not envy the violent or choose any of their ways, for the Lord detests the perverse, but takes the upright into his confidence. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the house of the righteous. He mocks proud mockers, but shows favor to the humble and oppressed. The wise inherit honor, but fools get only shame. Listen, my son, to a father's instruction. Pay attention and gain understanding. I'll give you sound learning, so do not forsake my teaching. For I too was a son to my father, still tender and cherished by my mother. Then he taught me, and he said to me, take hold of my words with all your heart. Keep my commands, and you will live. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget my words or turn away from them. Do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. Love her, and she will watch over you. The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, though it costs all you have. Get understanding. Cherish her, and she will exalt you. Embrace her, and she will honor you. She will give you a garland to grace your head, and present you with a glorious crown. Listen, my son, accept what I say, and the years of your life will be many. I instruct you in the way of wisdom and lead you along straight paths. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Hold on to instruction, do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. Do not set foot on the path of the wicked, or walk in the ways of the evildoers. Avoid it, do not travel on it. Turn from it and go on your way, for they cannot rest until they do evil. They are robbed of sleep till they make someone stumble. They eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of the day. But the way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble. My son, pay attention to what I say. Turn your ear to my words. Do not let them out of your sight. Keep them within your heart, for they are life to those who find you. Beep, 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 beep. Who find them, and health to the one's whole body. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Shit. Keep your mouth free of perversity. Keep corrupt talk from your lips. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the paths of your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways. Do not turn to the right or the left. Keep your foot from evil. I'm gonna start at 5 again. Oh my god. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Turn your ear to my words of insight, that they may maintain discretion, and your lips may preserve knowledge. For the lips of the adulterous woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end she is bitter as gall, sharp as a double-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps lead straight to the grave. She gives no thought to the way of life. Her paths wander aimlessly, but she does not know it. Now then, my son, listen to me. Do not turn aside from what I say. Keep to a path far from her. Do not go near the door of the house, lest you lose your honor to others, and your dignity to the one who is cruel. Lest strangers feast on your wealth, and your toil enrich the house of another. At the end of your life you will groan. When your flesh and body are spent, you will say, how I hated discipline, how my heart spurned correction. I will not obey my teachers, or turn my ears to my instructors. And I was soon in serious trouble in the assembly of God's people. Drink water from your own cistern, running water from your own well. Should your spring overflow in the streets, your streams of water in the public squares, let them be yours alone, never to be shared with strangers. May your fountain be blessed, and may you rejoice in the wife of your youth. A loving doe, a graceful deer, may her breast satisfy you always. May you ever be intoxicated with her love. Why, my son, be intoxicated with another man's wife? Why embrace the bosom of a wayward woman? For your ways are in full view of the Lord, and he examines all your paths. The evil deeds of the wicked ensnare them. The cords of the sins hold them fast. For lack of discipline will die, led astray by their own great folly. My son, if you have put security up for your neighbor, if you have shaken hands and pledged for a stranger, you have been trapped by what you said, ensnared by the words of your mouth. So do this, my son, to free yourself, since you have fallen into your neighbor's hand. Go to the point of exhaustion and give your neighbor no rest. Allow no sleep to your eyes, no slumber to your eyelids. Free yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the snare of the fowler. Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer, and gathers its food at a harvest. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. A troublemaker and a villain who goes about with corrupt mouth, who winks maliciously with his eyes, signals with his feet, and motions with his fingers, who plots evil with deceit in his heart. He always stirs up conflict, therefore disaster will overtake him in an instant. He will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. There are 6 things the Lord hates, 7 that are detestable to him: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked schemes, feet that are quick to rush into evil, a false witness who pours out lies, and a person who stirs up conflict in the community. My son, keep your father's command and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Bind them always on your heart, fasten them around your neck. When you walk, they will guide you. When you sleep, they will watch over you. When you awake, they will speak to you. For this command is a lamp, this teaching is a light, and correction and instruction on the way of life, keeping you from your neighbor's wife, from the smooth talk of a wayward woman. Do not lust in your heart over her beauty, or let her captivate you with her eyes. For a prostitute can be had for a loaf of bread, but another man's wife preys on your very life. Can a man scoop fire into his lap without his clothes being burned? Can a man walk on hot coals, without his feet being scorched? So is he who sleeps with another man's wife. No one touches her will go unpunished. People do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his hunger when he is starving. Yet if he is caught, he must pay 7-fold, though it costs him all the wealth of his house. But a man who commits adultery has no sense. Whoever does so destroys himself. Blows and disgrace are his lot, and his shame will never be wiped away. For jealousy arouses a husband's fury, and he will show no mercy when he takes revenge. He will not accept any compensation. He will refuse a bribe, however great. My son, keep my words and store up my commands within you. Keep my commands and you will live. Guard my teachings as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister. Say to insight, you are my relative. They will keep you from the adulterous woman, from the wayward woman with her seductive words. At the window to my house, I looked down through the lattice. I saw among the simple, I noticed among the young men, a youth who had no sense. He was going down the street near her corner, walking along in the direction of her house. At twilight, as the day was fading, as the dark of night set in, then out came a woman to meet him, dressed like a prostitute and with crafty intent. She is unruly and defiant. Her feet never stay at home. Now it's the street, now it's the squares. Now in the squares, at every corner she lurks. She took hold of him and kissed him, and with a brazen face she said, "Today I have fulfilled my vows. I have food for my fellowship offering at home. So I came to meet you. I looked for you and have found you. I have covered my bed with colored linens from Egypt. My myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink deeply of love till morning. Let's enjoy ourselves with love. My husband is not home. He has gone on a long journey. He has took his purse filled with money. He will not be home till full moon." With a persuasive word she led him astray. She seduced him with her smooth talk. All at once he followed her, like an ox going to the slaughter, like a deer stepping into a noose, till an arrow pierces his liver, like a bird darting into a snare, little knowing it will cost him his life. Now then, my son, listen to me. Pay attention to what I say. Do not let your heart turn to her ways, or stray into her paths. Many are the victims she has brought down. Her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is a highway to the grave, leading down to the chambers of death. Does not wisdom call out? Does not understanding raise her voice? At the highest point along the way, where the paths meet, she takes her stand. Besides the gate leading into the city, at the entrance she cries aloud, "To you, O people, I call out. I raise my voice to all mankind. You who are simple, gain prudence. You who are foolish, set your hearts on it. Listen, for I have trustworthy things to say. I open my lips to speak what is right. My mouth speaks what is true, for my lips attest wickedness. All the words of my mouth are just. None of them is crooked or perverse. To the discerning, all of them are right. They are upright to those who have found knowledge. Choose my instruction instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold, for wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare with her. I, wisdom, dwell together with prudence. I possess knowledge and discretion. To fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior and perverse speech. Counsel and sound judgment are mine. I have insight. I have power. By me kings reign, and rulers By me kings reign, and rulers issue decrees that are just. But my princes govern, and nobles all who rule on earth. I love those who love me, and those who seek me find me. With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. My fruit is better than fine gold. What I yield surpasses choice silver. I walk in the ways of righteousness along the paths of justice, bestowing a rich inheritance on those who love me, and making their treasures full. The Lord brought me forth as the first of his works, before his deeds of old. I was formed long ago, at the very beginning when the world came to be. When there were no watery depths, I was given birth. When there were no springs overflowing with water, before mounds were settled in place, before the hills I was given birth, before he made the world or its fields or any of the dust of the earth. I was there when he set the heavens in place, when he marked out the horizon on the face of the deep, when he established the clouds above and fixed securely the fountains of the deep, when he gave the sea its boundary so the waters would not overstep his command, and when he marked out the foundations of the earth. Then I was constantly at his side. I was filled with delight day after day, rejoicing always in his presence, rejoicing in his world, in his whole world, and delighting in mankind. Now then, my children, listen to me. Blessed are those who keep my ways. Listen to my instruction and be wise. Do not disregard it. Blessed are those who listen to me, watching daily at my doors, waiting at my doorway. For those who find me, find life, and receive favor from the Lord. Jesus Christ be praised. But those who fail to find me harm themselves. All who hate me love death. Wisdom has built her house. She has step up into 7 pillars. Chapter 9. Wisdom has built her house. She has set up its 7 pillars. She has prepared her meat and mixed her wine. She has also set her table. She has sent out her servants, and she calls from the highest point of the city. Let all who are simple come to my house. To those who have no sense, she says, come eat my food and drink the wine I have mixed. Leave your simple ways and you will live. Walk in the way of insight. Whoever corrects a mocker invites insult. Whoever rebukes the wicked incurs abuse. Do not rebuke mockery, or they will hate you. Rebuke the wise, and they will love you. Instruct the wise, and they will be wiser still. Yeah. Teach the righteous, and they will add to the learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. For through wisdom your days will be many, and years will be added to your life. If you are wise, your wisdom will be rewarded. If you are a mocker, you alone will suffer. Folly is an unruly woman. She is simple and knows nothing. She stays at the door of her house, on a seat at the highest point of the city, calling out to those who pass by, who go straight on their way. Let all who are simple come to my house. To those who have no sense, she says, stolen water is sweet. Food eaten in secret is delicious. But little do they know that the dead are there, that her guests are deep in the realm of the dead. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son brings grief to his mother. Ill-gotten treasures have no lasting value, but righteousness delivers from death. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked. Let hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. For he who gathers crops in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps during harvest is a disgraceful son. Blessings crown the head of the righteous, but violence overwhelm the mouth of the wicked. Also, I was going to stop at 10. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, I'll stop at 11. Okay. He who gathers crops in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps during harvest is a disgraceful son. Blessings crown the head of the righteous, but violence overwhelms the mouth of the wicked. The name of the righteous is used in blessings, but the name of the wicked will rot. The wise in heart accept commands, but a chattering fool comes to ruin. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out. Whoever winks maliciously causes grief, and a chattering fool comes to ruin. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up conflict, but love covers over all wrongs. Wisdom is found on the lips of discerning, but it rotters for the back of one who has no sense. The wise store up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool invites ruin. The wealth of the rich is the fortified city, but poverty is the ruin of the poor. The wages of the righteous is life, but the earnings of the wicked are sin and death. Whoever heeds discipline shows their way to life, but whoever ignores correction leads others astray. Whoever conceals hatred with lying lips and spreads slander is a fool. Sin is not ended by multiplying words, but the prudent holding their tongue. The tongue of the righteous are choice silver, but the heart of the wicked is of little value. The lips of the righteous nourish many, but fools die for lack of understanding. The blessing of the Lord brings wealth, without painful toil for it. A fool finds pleasure in wicked schemes, but a person of understanding delights in wisdom. What the wicked dread will overtake them, what the righteous desire will be granted. When the storm has swept by, the wicked are gone, but the righteous stand firm forever. As vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so are sluggish to those who send them. The fear of the Lord adds length to life, but the years of the wicked are cut short. The prospect of the righteous is joy, but the hopes of the wicked come to nothing. The way of the Lord is a refuge for the blameless, but it is a ruin for those who do evil. The righteous will never be uprooted, but the wicked will not remain in the land. For the mouth of the righteous come the fruits of wisdom, but a perverse tongue will be silenced. The lips of the righteous know what finds favor, but the mouth of the wicked only what is perverse. The Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him. When pride comes, and then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. Wealth is worthless in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. The righteousness of the blameless makes their path straight, but the wicked are brought down by their own wicked ways. Their own wickedness. The righteous of the upright delivers them, but the unfaithful are trapped by evil desires. Hope placed in mortals dies with them. All the promise of their power comes to nothing. The righteous person is rescued from trouble, and all falls on the wicked instead. With their mouths, the godless destroy their neighbors, but through knowledge the righteous escape. When the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there are shouts of joy. Through the blessing of the upright, a city is exalted, but by the mouth of the wicked it is destroyed. Whoever derides their neighbor has no sense, but the one who has understanding holds their tongue. A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. For lack of guidance a nation falls, but victory is won through many advisors. Whoever puts up security for a stranger will surely suffer, but whoever refuses to shake hands and pledge is safe. A kind-hearted woman gains honor, but ruthless men gain only wealth. Those who are kind benefit themselves, but the cruel bring ruin on themselves. W kindness. A wicked person earns deceptive wages, but the one who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward. Truly the righteous attain life, but whoever pursues evil finds death. The Lord detests those whose hearts are perverse, but he delights in those whose ways are blameless. Be sure of this, the wicked will not go unpunished, but those who are righteous will go free. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion. The desire of the righteous ends only in good, but the hope of the wicked only in wrath. One person gives freely yet gains even more, another withholds unduly but comes to poverty. A generous person will prosper, whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. People curse the one who hoards grain, but they pray God's blessing on the one who is willing to sow. Whoever seeks good finds favor, but evil comes to one who searches for it. Those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. Whoever brings ruin on their family will inherit only wind. Don't ruin your family. And the fool will be servant to the wise. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and the one who is wise saves life. And the righteous receive their due on earth. How much more the ungodly and the sinner? The way of the fools seem right to them, but the wise listen to advice. Fools show their annoyance at once, but the prudent overlook an insult. An honest witness tells the truth, but a false witness tells lies. The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue lasts only a moment. Deceit is in the hearts of those who plot evil, but those who promote peace have joy. Deceit is in the hearts of those who plot evil, but those who promote peace have joy. No harm overtakes the righteous, but the wicked have their fill of trouble. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. The prudent keep their knowledge to themselves, but a fool's heart blurts out folly. Diligent hands will rule, but laziness ends in forced labor. Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up. The righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. The lazy do not roast any game, but the diligent feed on the riches of the hunt. In the way of righteousness there is life, along the path is immortality. A wise son heeds his father's instruction, but a mocker does not respond to rebukes. For the fruit of their lips people enjoy good things, but the unfaithful have an appetite for violence. Those who guard their lips preserve their lives, but those who speak rashly will come to ruin. A sluggard's appetite is never filled, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. The righteous hate what is false, but the wicked make themselves a stench and bring shame on themselves. Righteousness guards the person of integrity, but wickedness overthrows the sinner. One person pretends to be rich yet has nothing, another pretends to be poor yet has great wealth. A person's riches may ransom their life, but the poor cannot respond to threatening rebukes. The light of the righteous shines brightly, but the lamp of the wicked is snuffed out. Where there is strife, there is pride, but wisdom is found in those who take advice. Dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. Whoever scorns instruction will pay for it, but whoever respects a command is rewarded. The teaching of the wise is the fountain of life, turning a person from the ensnares of death. Good judgment wins favor, but the way of the unfaithful leads to their destruction. All who are prudent act with knowledge, but fools expose their folly. A wicked messenger falls into trouble, but a trustworthy envoy brings healing. Whoever disregards discipline comes to poverty and shame, but whoever heeds correction is honored. A longing fulfilled is sweet to the soul, but fools detest turning from evil. Walk the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Trouble pursues the sinner, but the righteous are rewarded with good things. A good person leaves an inheritance for the children's children, but a sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. An unplowed field produces food for the poor, but injustice sweeps it away. Whoever spares the rod hates their children, but the one who loves their children is careful to discipline them. Careful. The righteous eat to their heart's content, but the stomach of the wicked goes hungry. The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish one tears hers down. Whoever fears the Lord walks upright, but those who despise him are devious in their ways. A fool's mouth lashed out with pride, but the lips of the wise protect them. Where there are no oxen, the manger is empty, but from the strength of an ox come an abundant harvest. An honest witness does not deceive, but a false witness pours out lies. The mocker seeks wisdom and finds none, but knowledge comes easily to the discerning. Stay away from a fool, for they will not find knowledge on their lips. The wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways, but the folly of fools is deception. Fools mock at making amends for sin, but goodwill is found among the upright. Each heart knows its own bitterness, and no one else can share its joy. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish. There is a way that appears to be right, but in the end leads to death. Even in laughter the heart may ache, and rejoicing may end in grief. The faithless will be fully repaid for their ways, and the good rewarded for theirs. The simple believe anything, but the prudent give thought to their steps. The wise fear the Lord and shun evil, but a fool is hot-headed and yet falls securely. A quick-tempered person does foolish things, and the one who devises evil schemes is hated. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. Evildoers will bow down in the presence of the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteous. The poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. It is a sin to despise one's neighbor, but blessed is the one who is kind to the needy. Do not those who plot evil go astray, but those who plan what is good find love and faithfulness. All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. The wealth of the wise is their crown, but the folly of fools yields folly. A truthful witness saves lives, but a false witness is deceitful. Whoever fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for the children it will be a refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning a person from the snares of death. A large population is a king's glory, but without subjects a prince is ruined. Whoever is patient has great understanding, but one who is quickly tempered displays folly. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. Whoever oppresses the poor shows contempt for the Maker, but whoever is kind to the needy honors God. When calamity comes, the wicked are brought down, but even in death the righteous seek refuge in God. Whoever disposes in the heart of the discerning, and even among fools, she lets herself be known. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin condemns any people. A king delights in a wise servant, but a shameful servant arouses his fury. Proverbs 15. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. The tongue of the wise adorn knowledge, but the mouth of the fool gushes folly. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. The soothing tongue is a tree of life, but a perverse tongue crushes the spirit. A fool spurns a parent's discipline, but whoever heeds correction shows prudence. The house of the righteous contains great treasure, but the income of the wicked brings ruin. The lips of the wise spread knowledge, but the hearts of fools are not upright. The Lord detests the sacrifices of the wicked, but the prayer of the upright pleases him. The Lord detests the ways of the wicked, but he loves those who pursue righteousness. Stern discipline awaits anyone who leaves the path. The one who hates correction will die. Death and destruction lie open before the Lord. How much more do human hearts? Mockers resent correction, so they avoid the wise. A happy heart makes the face cheerful, but heartache crushes the spirit. The discerning heart seeks knowledge, but the mouth of a fool feeds on folly. All the days of the oppressed are wretched, but the cheerful heart has a continual feast. Better align a little with the fear of the Lord than great wealth with turmoil. Better a small serving of vegetables with love than a fattened calf with hatred. A hot-tempered person stirs up conflict, but the one who is patient calms a quarrel. The way of the sluggard is blocked with thorns, but the path of the upright is a highway. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish man despises his mother. Folly brings joy to the one who has no sense, but whoever has understanding keeps a straight course. Plans fail for lack of understanding. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. A person finds joy in giving an apt reply, and how good is a timely word. The path of life leads upward for the prudent, to keep them from going down the realm of the dead. The Lord detests down The Lord tears down the house of the proud, but he sets the widow's boundary stones in place. The Lord detests the thoughts of the wicked, but gracious words are pure in his sight. The greedy bring ruin to their households, but the one who hates bribes will live. The heart of the righteous waits its answers, but the mouth of the wicked gushes evil. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. Light is a messenger's eyes, brings joy to the heart, and good news brings health to the bones. Whoever heeds life-giving correction will be at home among the wise. Those who disregard discipline despise themselves, but the one who hates correction gains understanding. Wisdom's instruction is to fear the Lord, and humility comes before honor. W. Okay, that's Proverbs. Okay, I'll read more on. Okay, Proverbs 16. To humans belong the plans of the heart, but from the Lord comes the proper answer of the tongue. All a person's ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. The Lord works out everything in the proper end, even the wicked for a day of disaster. The Lord detests all the proud of heart. Be sure of those, they will not go unpunished. Through love and faithfulness, sin is atoned for. Through the fear of the Lord, evil is avoided. When the Lord takes pleasure in anyone's ways, he causes their enemies to make peace with them. Better a little with righteousness than much gain with injustice. In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. The lips of a king speak as an oracle, and his mouth does not betray justice. Honest scales and balances belong to the Lord. All the weights of the bags are of his making. Kings detest wrongdoing, for a throne is established through righteousness. Kings take pleasure in honest lips, the value of one who speaks what is right. A king's wrath is a messenger of death, but the wise will appease it. When a king's face brightens, it means life. His favor is like a rain cloud in spring. How much better to get wisdom than gold, to get insight rather than silver. The highway of the upright avoids evil. Those who guard their ways preserve their lives. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. Better to be lowly in spirit along with the oppressed than to share plunder with the proud. Whoever gives heed to instruction prospers, and blesses the one who trusts in the Lord. The wise in heart are called discerning, and gracious words promote instruction. Prudence is a fountain of life to the prudent, but folly brings punishment to the fool. The hearts of the wise make their mouths prudent, and their lips promote instruction. Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. There is a way that appears to be right, but in the end leads to death. The appetite of laborers works for them. Their hunger drives them on. A scoundrel plots evil, and on the lips is like a scorching fire. A perverse person stirs up conflict, and the gossip separates close friends. That's true. A violent person entices their neighbor and leads them down a path that is not good. Whoever winks with their eye is plotting perversity. Whoever pursues their lips is bent on evil. Gray hair is a crown of splendor. It is attained in the way of righteousness. Better a patient person than a warrior. One with self-control than one who takes the city. The lot is cast into the lap, but its every decision is from the Lord. Now it's chapter 16. Okay. 1 Corinthians 13. Classic. And yet I will show you the most excellent way. If I speak in tongues of men, of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship, that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part and we prophesy in part. But when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now we see only reflection as in a mirror, that we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Oops. I was gonna do it. this is Hidden Potential. And I'm on chapter 3. Well, I've read like the first like 5 chapters, but then I started rereading it, and I only got back to chapter 3, so. Yeah, I need a. How much time do I have left? I have an hour. Yeah, 1 hour. That's better. Okay, let's put these here. Let me put these back on. I can wait. And I have. No, not these. One case. How many cases? I have 3 cases. What's this one? My glasses. Like 1 hour. I'll read 1 chapter and then, yeah, I'm busy all day. Here, get in there. One, 2, okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be reading Hidden Potential, and I'm on chapter 3. In the late 1800s, the founding father of psychology made a bold claim. By the age of 30, William James wrote, "Character is set like plaster and will never soften again. Kids could develop character, but adults were out of luck." Recently, a team of social scientists launched an experiment to test that hypothesis. They recruited 1,500 entrepreneurs in West Africa. In the 1800s, the founding father of psychology made a bold claim. By the age of 30, William James wrote, "Character is set like plaster and will never soften again. Kids could develop character, but adults were out of luck." Recently, a team of social scientists launched an experiment to test that hypothesis. They recruited 1,500 entrepreneurs in West Africa, a mix of women and men in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. They were running small startups in manufacturing services and They randomly assigned the founders to one of these three groups. One was a control group. They went about their business as usual. The other two were training groups. They spent a week learning new concepts, analyzing them in case studies of other entrepreneurs, and applying them to their own startups. Through roleplay and reflection exercises, what differed was whether the training focused on cognitive skills or character skills. In cognitive skills training, the founders took an accredited business course created by the International Finance Corporation. They studied finance, accounting, HR marketing, and pricing, and practiced using what they learned to solve challenges and seize opportunities. In character skills training, the founders attended a class designed by psychologists to teach personal initiative. They studied proactivity, discipline, and determination, and practiced putting those qualities into action. Character skills training had a dramatic impact. After founders had spent merely 5 days working on these skills, their firm's profits grew by an average of 30% over the next 2 years. That was nearly triple the benefit of training in cognitive skills. Finance and marketing knowledge might have equipped founders to capitalize on opportunities, but studying proactively and discipline enabled them to generate opportunities. They learned to anticipate market changes rather than react to them. They developed more creative ideas and introduced more new products. When they encountered financial obstacles, instead of giving up, they were more resilient and resourceful in seeking loans, along with demonstrating that character skills can propel us to achieve great things. This evidence reveals that it's never too late to build them. William James was a very wise man, but in this case he was very wrong. Character doesn't set like plaster, it retains its plasticity. Character is often confused with personality, but they're not the same. Personality is your predisposition, your basic instincts for how to think, feel, and act. Character is your capacity to prioritize your values over your instincts. Knowing your principles doesn't necessarily mean you know how to practice them, particularly under stress or pressure. It's easy to be productive, proactive, and determined when things are going well. The true test of character is whether you manage to stand by those values when the deck is stacked against you. If personality is how you respond on a typical day, character is how you show up on a hard day. Personality is not your destiny, it's your tendency. Character skills enable you to transcend the tendency to be true to your principles. It's not about the traits you have, it's what you decide to do with them. Wherever you are today, there's no reason why you can't grow your character skills starting now. How to get better at something. Change your DNA. Start before you can walk. Sharpen your mind. Strengthen your character. For too long, character skills like proactivity and determination have been dismissed as soft skills. The term can be traced back to the late 1960s when psychologists were tasked with expanding U.S. Army training beyond a narrow focus on operating tanks and guns. Recognizing the importance of human skills, they introduced a broader emphasis on the leadership and teamwork capabilities that enabled groups to become more than the sum of their parts, and troops to come home safe and sound. They needed labels to describe the two sets of skills, and that's when they made an unfortunate decision. The psychologists called the tank and gun skills hard skills, because they involved working with weapons made from steel and aluminum. Soft skills were the important job-related skills that involved little or no interaction with machines. They were actually the social, emotional, and behavioral skills that soldiers needed to succeed in any role. They were only called soft because they didn't apply to working with metal. By definition, even finance is a soft skill. A few years later, the psychologists recommended discontinuing the term, calling a skill soft made it sound weak, and soldiers wanted to be strong. They didn't realize character skills might be their greatest source of strength. If our cognitive skills are what separate us from animals, our character skills are what elevate us above machines. Computers and robots can now build cars, fly planes, fight wars, manage money, represent defendants in court, diagnose cancer, and perform cardiac surgery. As more and more cognitive skills get automated, we're in the midst of a character revolution, with technological advances placing a premium on interactions and relationships. The skills that make us human are increasingly important to master. When we say success and happiness are our most important goals in life, I'm curious about why character isn't higher on the list. What if we all invested in much time in our character skills as we do in our career skills? Imagine where America would look like if the Declaration of Independence granted every citizen the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of character. After studying the character skills that unleashed hidden potential, I'll identify specific forms of proactivity, determination, and discipline that matter. Traveling great distances requires the courage to seek out the right kinds of discomfort, the capacity to absorb the right information, and the will to accept the right imperfections. Wow. Chapter 1: Creatures of Discomfort. Embracing the unbearable awkwardness of learning. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened. Vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. When she first developed her superpower, Sarah Maria Hasbun didn't know anyone else who shared it. Then she stumbled across a whole community of strangers who made her feel less alone. In 2018, she started traveling around the world to meet them. On the surface, they had little in common. They all hailed from different countries and held different day jobs, but they bonded around a mission, and uncommon as their aptitude. As Sarah Maria made her way into her new community, she took on a challenge: She would introduce herself to people as an entrepreneur from California in a language that matched her setting. In Bratislava, she said hello in Slavic, Ahoj, volam, sa Masara Maria. In Fukuoka, she addressed people in Japanese, Konnichiwa, watashi no name wa Sara Maria desu. When she was stranded in China during the pandemic, she volunteered with the deaf community in Beijing and greeted people in Chinese Sign Language. It might sound like a parlor trick, but Sarah Maria's understanding went far beyond basic introduction. On one trip, she hit it off with an Irish engineer named Benny Lewis. Over the course of an hour, they were able to dialogue in Mandarin, Spanish, French, English, and American Sign Language. Sarah, Maria, and Benny are polyglots, people who can talk and think in many languages. She can speak 5 languages fluently and 4 more conversationally. He's achieved fluency in 6 languages and intermediate proficiency in 4 others. When they cross paths at an annual polyglot gathering, if they want to go beyond the 5 languages they share, they don't have to look so far. Sarah Maria usually bumps into someone who can shoot the breeze with her in Korean and Indonesian and help her dust off her rudimentary Cantonese, Malay, or Thai. She has luck finding a partner to refresh her Nicaraguan Sign Language. It's only a matter of time before Benny finds a friend who can yak with him in German, Irish, Esperanto, Dutch, Italian, Portuguese, and yes, Klingon. What's impressive about these polyglots is not just how much they know, it's how fast they learn. In less than a decade, Sarah Maria learned 6 new languages from scratch. Meanwhile, it took Benny just a couple of months of living in Czech Republic to speak passable Czech, 3 months in Hungary to become conversational in Hungarian, another 3 months to pick up Egyptian Arabic while living in Brazil, and 5 months in China to communicate at an intermediate level and conduct an hour-long discussion entirely in Mandarin. I've always assumed polyglots were freaks of nature. They're born with an extraordinary ability that manifests when they have the opportunity to absorb a new foreign language. One of my college roommates belonged to that breed. He spoke 6 languages and often used his linguistic prowess to invent new idioms. My personal favorite for whenever someone dumps their baggage on you, stop suitcasing me. I marveled at how rapidly he mastered new tongues and how fluidly he switched between them. When I came across Sarah Maria and Benny, I figured they were wired the same way. I could not have been more wrong. Growing up, Benny was convinced that he lacked the aptitude to even become bilingual. In school, he took 11 years of Irish and 5 of German, but couldn't hold a conversation in either tongue. After college, he moved to Spain, but 6 months later, he still couldn't speak Spanish. By the time he turned 21, English was still the only language he spoke fluently, and he was ready to give up. I kept telling myself that I didn't have the language gene. Sarah Maria also had a rough start. Despite studying Spanish for 6 years, she remained monolingual. She was certain that she missed a critical window for language acquisition. Although her father was from El Salvador, she didn't get much exposure to Spanish early on because he spoke excellent English. That's the language we used at home. When I started learning Spanish in high school, I was really stunned at how difficult it was for me. It's supposed to be one of the easiest languages for English speakers to learn, but I really struggled with it. Even my high school teachers were flustered at my inability to learn it. People came up to me all the time speaking Spanish, and it really broke my heart that I couldn't respond to them. Why couldn't I learn this language when so many around me seemed to be learning other languages so effortlessly? At years of bringing her homework to her father for help, he gently told her she was never going to be able to speak Spanish. But she didn't need it in America anyways. She might as well move on and spend her time on something she did well. Many people wish they could learn a new language, but believe the distance is too great for them. Some, like Benny, conclude that they simply lack the natural ability. Others, like Sarah, believe that they missed the opportunity. If only I started learning as toddlers, they might have picked it up. But according to a growing body of evidence, the decline in rate of language learning around age 18 is not a feature of our biology. It's a bug in our education. Polyglots prove that it's possible to master new languages well into adulthood. As soon as I came across Sarah Maria, and Benny online, I know I had to get to the bottom of their methods. Because they're professional learners, I was surprised to discover that when they finally picked up their first foreign tongue, it wasn't due to overcoming a cognitive block, it was because they cleared a motivational hurdle. They got comfortable being uncomfortable. Being a creature of discomfort can unlock hidden potential in many different types of learning. Summoning the nerve to face discomfort is a character skill, an especially important form of determination. It takes 3 kinds of courage to abandon your tried and true method, to put yourself in the ring before you feel ready, and to make more mistakes than others have made attempts. The best way to accelerate growth is to embrace, seek, and amplify discomfort. Things you are fully prepared to do, growth. Crossover. Yeah. How much time do I have? I have like 10 minutes. Going out in style. There's a popular practice in schools that was dissuaded many learners from seeking discomfort. It arose as a well-intentioned solution to a pervasive problem in the American education system. For decades, many schools were run like assembly lines in a factory. Students were trained as interchangeable parts in the mass production of young minds. Despite having different strengths, they were stuck absorbing uniform knowledge to the same standardized lessons and lectures. In the 1970s, a new wave of thinking upended the world of education. The core premise was that when students struggled, it was because the method of instruction wasn't tailored to their learning style. The cognitive mode in which they were best at acquiring and retaining information to grasp new concepts of verbal learners needed to read and write them. Visual learners needed to see them illustrated in images, diagrams, and charts. Auditory learners needed to hear them out loud. And kinesthetic learners needed to experience them through acting them out with body movements. The theory of learning styles exploded in popularity. Parents were thrilled that their children were being recognized for their individuality. Teachers loved having the freedom to vary their methods and personalize their material. Today, learning styles are a foundational element of teacher training and student experience. Around the world, 89% of teachers believe in matching their instruction to students' learning styles. Many students have told me they prefer podcasts to books because they're auditory learners. Did you decide to read this book with your eyes because you identify as a verbal or visual learner? Yes. There's just one small problem with learning styles. They're a myth. When a team of experts conducted a comprehensive review of several decades of research on learning styles, they found an alarming lack of support for the theory. In controlled experiments with a specific lesson and longitudinal studies over the course of a semester, students and adults didn't do any better on tests with their teachers or study habits. Aligned with their abilities or their preferences, there was no adequate evidence base to justify incorporating learning styles assessments into general educational practices. The researchers conclude the contrast between the enormous popularity of the learning styles approaches within education and the lack of credible evidence for its utility is striking and disturbing. We don't want to go back to the rigid factory model of learning, but people shouldn't be pigeonholed in a rigid learning style either. Of course, you might still have a preferred style of acquiring new knowledge and skills. What we now know is that your preference isn't fixed, and playing only to your strengths deprives you of the opportunity to improve on your weaknesses. The way you like to learn is what makes you comfortable, but it isn't necessarily how you learn best. Sometimes you even learn better in the mode that makes you the most uncomfortable, because you have to work harder at it. This is the first form of courage, being brave enough to embrace discomfort and throw your learning style out the window. One of the best examples I've seen is in comedy, when Steve Martin first started doing stand-up performances in the 1960s. He bombed over and over. During one show, a heckler actually stood up and threw a glass of red wine at him. It was not naturally talented, Steve reflects. His early critics agreed. One wrote that he was the most serious booking error in the history of Los Angeles. If you think about how great performers master the craft, it seems natural that they would learn through listening, watching, and doing. That's what Steve did. He would listen to other people's material, watch their mannerisms, mix in some of his own stories, and practice delivering the concoction. Despite pouring countless hours into preparing for them, his performances were lackluster. One night, he went 5 minutes without a single laugh, and another 5 minutes, and another. As he sweated out on stage, there wasn't even a chuckle for 20 straight minutes. Watching, listening, and doing weren't enough to drive his growth. The one approach to comedy that Steve had written off was writing. It wasn't his style. He hated writing because it didn't come naturally to him. It was hard, so hard. If you feel that way about writing too, you're not alone. Even some of the best writers I know will do almost anything to put off writing. Procrastination is a common problem. Whenever you're pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, as blogger Tim Urban describes it, your brain gets hijacked by an instant gratification monkey who picks what's easy and fun over the hard work that needs to be done. All you have to show for your time is profound sense of inadequacy and idleness. You've burned your self-esteem to ashes of shame. Many people associate procrastination with laziness, but psychologists find that procrastination is not a time management problem. It's an emotion management problem. When you procrastinate, you're not avoiding effort, you're avoiding the unpleasant feelings that the activity stirs up. Sooner or later, though, you realize that you're also avoiding getting where you want to go. For a while, Steve Martin procrastinated on writing his own jokes. Why would he sit down alone to do something he hated when it was... so much more fun to borrow other people's material and improvise on stage. His instant gratification monkey was in the driver's seat. But after a few years of struggling at stand-up, he recounts he had a horrible revelation that if I was going to be successful as a comedian, I'd have to write everything myself. Steve worked up the nerve to venture beyond his comfort zone. He would learn to write jokes. When he heard that a variety show was looking for young writers, he submitted some material, but didn't make the cut. I didn't know how to write, Steve told me. The head writer took a chance on him anyways. He'd seen Steve play the banjo, found him quirky, and paid him out of his own salary. When Steve was asked to write an intro for a bit, he froze. His writer's block was so bad that after failing to type a single word, he called his roommate to borrow a joke. It was good enough that they hired him. For the next few years, Steve wrote for TV by day and did stand-up by night, writing as a slog. But he was becoming more comfortable with it. Meanwhile, he kept crashing and burning on stage. His agent told him, stick to writing. What his agent didn't know was that Steve was growing as a performer through writing. On stage, speaking off the cuff made it easy to ramble. On paper, writing forced him to trim the fat. The painful process of jotting down his material taught him to strip his humor down to the basic elements. Because it's all about the bare bones of something, he said. The way a joke's structured, it can't be too elaborate. It wasn't until he embraced the discomfort of writing that he honed his ability to develop killer punchlines like this one. I handed in a script last year and the studio didn't change one word. The word they didn't change was on page 87. By the mid-1970s, Steve was one of the most popular stand-up comedians in America. He was selling out huge arenas and national tours, hitting platinum with a comedy album and doing stand-up on Saturday Night Live. Along the way, he grew to love writing and also opened the door to his acting career. To offer his profound writing skills, he would never have written and starred in the breakout movie The Jerk. I've seen many people shy away from writing because it doesn't come naturally to them. When they overlook is what writing is more than a vehicle of communicating. It's a tool for learning. Writing exposes gaps in your knowledge and logic. It pushes you to articulate assumptions and consider counter-arguments. Unclear writing is a sign of unclear thinking. Or as Steve himself quipped, some people have a way with words and other people, not have a way. The lesson is not that everyone who hates writing should do it anyways. It's that if we avoid the discomfort of learning techniques that don't come easily to us, we limit our growth in the words of the great psychologist Ted Lasso. Hey, Ted Lasso. If you're comfortable, you're doing it wrong. That was the discovery that launched our polyglots into language learning. Where am I at? I have 2 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna stop here. Hi, Puka's real. Yeah, I can follow you. There you go. Okay, well, it's Sunday, and I have church, so I'm gonna be leaving now. Alright, I got like 30 minutes. I'll get this down the street, so. Everyone have a good day, and I'll catch you later. Peace.